It's never too late. Part 1. Several years ago, while attending a communications course, I experienced a most unusual teaching process. The instructor asked us to list anything in our past that we felt ashamed of, guilty about, regretted, or incomplete about. The next week he invited participants to read their lists aloud. This seemed like a very private process, but there's always some brave soul in the crowd who will volunteer. As people read their lists, mine grew longer. After 3 weeks, I had 101 items on my list. The instructor then suggested that we find ways to make amends, apologize to people, or take some action to right any wrongdoing. I was seriously wondering how this could ever improve my communications, having visions of alienating just about everyone from my life. The next week, the man next to me raised his hand and volunteered this story. While making my list, I remembered an incident from high school. I grew up in a small town in Iowa. There was a sheriff in town that none of us kids liked. One night, my 2 buddies and I decided to play a trick on Sheriff Brown. After drinking a few beers, we found a can of red paint, climbed the public water tank in the middle of town, and wrote on the tank, in bright red letters, "Sheriff Brown is an SOB."